All right, now I'm recording. My goodness, I just talked for 10 minutes and didn't record a thing. So this is my DJI Osmos camera, and I'm learning how to use it. I've had it for a long time. It's just, for me, it's, even though I'm an IT guy, it's a little bit more, takes a little bit more getting used to than like a GoPro or something like that, or even my camera, which is what I usually do these weekly videos on. So this one, the last video I showed you, I just finished all the plumbing and was, all the stringers and that kind of stuff for the floor. Everything's hooked up, ready to go. I've even done some pressure testing, so we are good to go. Now it's just a matter of insulation and flooring. So this past weekend I got almost all but like one piece of insulation done, and I just haven't. I hate to waste a 4x8 piece of 2-inch foam, but then I thought, well, I'll probably end up using this in the walls as well, but I'm not sure. I know I can go just buy a small piece at Lowe's, and then return the big ones, but they weren't that expensive, so I think I'll just cut it and then I'll use some for the walls, or I might use regular insulation in the walls. I'm not sure yet. The walls will be 1x2s, basically, out of my pallets that I'm sitting on and have stacked here next to my trailer. This is video number 7, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. I've come a long ways. I still get really into my build and completely forget to take pictures during it, or camera or video or whatever, while I'm out here working. And it's just me. I don't have a camera person or somebody like that to run it. So it's just me, and I'm doing all the editing and that kind of stuff. So that kind of thing. So the big thing I'm trying to decide right now is what I'm going to use for house wrap. Tyvek is very expensive, but I found some in Marketplace. It's somebody selling really cheap. I don't know how they got it, if it fell off the back of a truck or something, but because it's like brand new rolls. And and then the Lowe's brand, I haven't priced that yet, but I know it's cheaper than Tyvek. And then of course there's my third option, which would be like tar paper roofing, underlayment for roofs. So I'm trying to decide which way I'm going to go with that, and I got to make that decision before I start putting I'll build my wall frames, but then I'll finish up with the Tyvek, or something similar, both on the roof and the sides. So I am going to do a metal roof. I've been looking for people with some remnants of, I like the blue, the color blue. I'm always a fan of blue, so I really like the blue metal roof. I know I can order some at Lowe's, but it's very expensive. So I was hoping to just find some remnants on Marketplace or eBay or something like that. So we're gonna look into that. If anybody has any comments on what I should use, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, please leave them. I read all the comments and reply to them as well. And if you guys have some suggestions for me, please let me know. I'm finally figuring out this DJI, and I think there it is, and now I can flip you around quick. All right, so here's where I am. As you can see, I put 2-inch foam in, and then I hit all the gaps with some spray foam, or whatever it's called, the gap filler, spray foam in a can. And the only place that I can't get any foam, and I'm just, when I cut my remnants, I'm just throwing them in here. let me tell you, if anybody's used this, and I don't know how they get it level after after they spray, but I used my little it's like I have a couple of them actually. It's for doing it's a little cutoff tool, but it's got the blade rotates back or goes back and forth. Whatever that tool is called, I can't think of it right now. But that just slices through this stuff like butter, and you can set it right down and go, and it cuts anything that's high off really, really quickly. So the only place I'm not going to put any insulation is right here underneath this pipe, because I put a shut off and drain valve there, so for winterizing. And I just I may put something under here, like something that's like a pop down door or something maybe, so I can at least cut it off from the elements, because obviously it's right behind that wheel, so water's going to be coming up there unless I extend a tire mud flap down or something like that. But you know, if I'm running through a thick rainstorm or something, it's just going to all come up in there and be underneath my floor. So I really want to do something there. And like I said, probably the easiest thing to do is going to be just some type of a door that's you know, rhino lined and stuff, and the hinge screws into the metal frame and attaches over here on this side to the 2x4. So I'm probably going to cover the bottom of these as well when I'm done. I just haven't decided yet. You know, this foam has a aluminum backing, or like this one right here, wherever it is, right there. So it's kind of like a tinfoil backing, so it's pretty well protected from the elements. Right here, you can see this, or is it this piece of metal right here that I screwed in, and then I threw some spray foam underneath it. My Blackwater tank right here extends out to about here, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally drive a screw through there. So I put this piece of aluminum in, and it's perfect. You can't notice it underneath I used some flathead screws, and you can't notice it underneath the floor. So this piece of floor is done, and down, and looks really good. And of course I'm using construction adhesive to seal all this, so everything is sealed and good to go. I don't think I'm gonna do any more insulation over here. I'm waiting for a grommet to come in because I gotta drill a big hole in my tank for the toilet, but I also need to measure where the toilet's going to be, so I drill that grommet in the right place. So this will sit approximately right here, and I'm hoping the grommet is, you know, this will be on top of tile, or which is what I'm considering doing on the shower. For this will be the wet bath. And it runs 48 inches from here, so the toilet will be here, shower come up here, and here's the shower drain right here. So this will all be tiled. I decided I needed some more support over here above the wheel well, so I bought these great big angle brackets, and I'll show you on the other side what I'm going to do with those, and I got to finish that before I put a piece of plywood down here as well. So and I got to get, I have 2 more pieces of insulation because I need a piece of insulation in here, so no big deal there. I'll get that done today. So this floor is down. This is a 4-foot piece by, I didn't go all 8 feet. I stopped at that right there, and I probably should have gone a little bit further, so I wouldn't have that gap down there, but I'm going to go to Lowe's and get some of those metal clips for joining up floor joists. I mean, it's pretty solid under there with that insulation and how close some of the stuff is together. So yeah, this is how we're doing. This is my even though it's gray, this is my whitewater tank, or my freshwater tank, and that's what it's designed for. It actually is designed to mount on a roof of a Jeep or any off-road vehicle or whatever, for water storage. And so what I'm going to do here is I had these are just some straight ties. So I'm going to put these underneath. I got one hole that matches up right now with my angle iron, as you can see, and then I'll have to drill some other holes here, but I'm going to bolt these together, which should give this plenty of strength for. Now, nothing on this side, nothing's going to be here. On that side, we're going to at least have some shower. The shower will be, that'll be where you'll be standing most of the time. So that and the plywood should be sturdy enough to walk on. These had to step up a little bit for, as you can see here. So I had to step up at 2x4s with to clear my tires, and I actually have. So this is a set of wheels and tires that I had. They actually go on my daughter's Jeep, but that needs a new engine, so it's parked, and she's got a different car until she's got money to put into her Jeep. So I'm going to take her wheels, and I'm going to put smaller tires on them. She doesn't need. I can't fit 33s on this trailer, and so they'll be about the same height. And my tire guy, who's a close friend of mine, gave me a really good deal on a couple tires that he has in stock. So they're going to unmount these. I'll put these away, save them for another for when she gets her Jeep back. I'll wrap them up, that kind of thing, and then borrow her wheels, and I may even just buy her new wheels at some point. So those should look pretty decent on this, I think. Even though I got these for free, they were actually promised to somebody else, so they need to go back to where I got them from. So it was another friend of mine, but long story. But anyways, so yeah, I've got a few more pieces of plywood to put down, and a couple more pieces of insulation, and then I am good to go. So this handle, and this is why I need to put that access door underneath, this on-off handle goes down. See it? So that would be off, and this would be on. And then, like I said, underneath here is a drain valve that you can take out, and you can actually suck water out of the system if you need to. Or it'll drain naturally, but since it's kind of raised up a little bit from the tank, I'll probably, for winterizing, if I'm not using this over the winter or something, I'll just, put an air hose on it, and I actually have stuff to bleed brakes and that kind of stuff. I'll just put that on there and let it drip out on the ground and suck all the water out. The gray water and the black water, if I just open those, they'll empty. So I don't need to suck anything out of those. Worst case, I can put my small blower, down in the sink drain and blow all the water out of the gray tank. And then a little antifreeze in all of it, and good to go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I have my hot water heater. It came, and it's going to mount about right here, which is why these are just stubbed real quick. And then once it's mounted, it won't mount until I'm done building the wall, because it'll be on the inside of the wall, but it has to vent out. Still haven't run any propane lines, but that's okay. I'm gonna, before I build this door, I should be able to run a propane line up here. That'll go, so sink will be here, refrigerator over here, and then propane tank and gas burner, a two burner gas cooktop will be up on top. I'm not doing a stove or anything, so it's just going to be the cooktop. I'll probably have an air fryer, toaster oven, or something like that in there. They drain a lot, but or they pull a lot of juice, but I think I'll be okay. So I've got a lot of juice coming into this. I may add a couple more solar panels just for extra. Right now I have 200 watts of solar panels for the roof. I may add 2 more to get 400 coming in, which will charge the batteries quicker. So yeah, so that's everything in a nutshell. My couch will go here, and up here in the front, and somewhere probably towards the middle will be my batteries, and all my electrical will be underneath the couch. So I actually had a bunch of foam soundproofing panels at my office that I brought home, and I'll insulate that whole couch underneath, because that 120 to 12 volt converter seems like that fan runs all the time, even though it says it's supposed to shut off. So so that's today. I will update you as I get more done. Hopefully here soon I'll have the whole floor down and be able to start on some walls. So I do have 3 of the boards ready to go. That I took 1 pallet apart. These are those long pieces of wood. These will make great board and bat. They've been sitting out in the weather, but that's okay. And you can see right here on this pallet, that's where they go. They're like stapled on. They come right off pretty darn easily, and the staples stay. So they don't come off with the staples, which is nice. I've got a few extra pieces of piping here, not a whole lot, but I do have a couple pieces. Yeah, so, and these 2 are returns. Those are just extras that I bought. So I'll return those, get a little bit of money back there. I got a whole box of fittings for the PVC pipe that I can return. I got a lot of stuff to return, so I'm pretty stoked about getting some of my money back, because this has cost me a lot more than I was anticipating. And at the end, I'll give you a total price breakdown of everything. The big thing I'm thinking about now is I want a long window here above the sink and the kitchen. So I'm thinking like a 36 by 12 or 18. I would prefer one that would open horizontally instead of a slider. There will be a regular 12 volt fan in the roof, a normal RV fan that's also 12 volts. And then somewhere in this area right here, towards the seating area, I'm going to put 2 small vertical windows that double pane, that kind of stuff. So that's another thing I need some advice on. I know that the RV windows are there we go. I know the RV windows are tempered glass, so they shatter versus leave big shards of glass. So they same thing as your car. But I'm wondering if for as small as this is going to be, and the fact that when it's being pulled, nobody's going to be in it, is it going to be okay just to use like some cheap house windows? So let me know your thoughts on that. Lowe's has some fairly inexpensive windows. Are very expensive right now. I found both RV windows used on eBay, but the shipping is ridiculous. Like, some people want $400 to ship a single window. And it's like, what shipping company are you using? But I understand shipping's up in price, but it's not like that. So anyways, I guess if they don't have a box and any packaging, I mean, the UPS store or FedEx, they charge for all that extra anyways. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Let me know your thoughts, concerns. I am going to have AC and heat. And I don't know which way I'm going to go on which item. So thank you for your time, and I will talk to you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Thanks so much, and have a great day.